So what do y'all think about guys who are intimidated with women who make more than them?
I think that's a man thing.
Yeah.
That his ego or whatever. Because why? What's the problem? If y'all are together, y'all doing things together as a team, it shouldn't matter if she makes more.
Right. It shouldn't matter. I mean, it's nice, but it doesn't matter. Honestly, it's just the money. And that's where marriage comes into it, because now you're one. So all of the money is in one pot.
It's in one pot, exactly.
But when you're single and the guy makes more, it doesn't matter. You know, it really doesn't matter. But then the bills come into play, because you guys think that if he makes more, he should pay more, or if he makes less, should he pay less? Or should it always be 50-50?
Yeah, in this household, we don't do the 50-50 thing. We do based on what's being earned. We have our joint account where all of the bills come out of the joint account. And then we have separate accounts where we both kind of have a little bit of spending money to get things that we just want to get. Yeah. So it's not a matter of 50-50, because if the incomes are not the same, then 50-50 isn't fair. Because you could be making more and then you give your 50% and now you have a lot more money, where the next person might not make as much and their 50% may be all of the money they have. Like that dynamic is not good. So I'm not a 50-50 when it comes to bills. We're gonna work together, we're gonna make sure all of the bills are paid, and then we both have money to spend, and then we have a savings. So it's just like, that's how it works in this household. So
well, in this household I pay all the bills, so
I hear that.
Yes, right now that's what's happening. So
yeah. Same for us. We do we have our joint account where we pay all of our bills out of, and then we have our separate accounts. So it works. But we're married, so I guess it works. But if I was single and I feel like I lived with a guy and he was eating up 50% of the food and doing 50% of everything, I'll probably be okay with it. I will say this, my mind is always on evolution, right? So I feel like if we have bills, and let's just say my husband made more than I did, he made 100 and I made 50, my mindset would be, let me try to see what my next move is, because the bills are going to keep billing. And I feel like we live in a world where people are okay with just being at this one level because it's comfortable, instead of trying to figure out how can I move up so that I'm not spending too much on just these bills, or my wife or my husband is not burned out. I want to try to match what my person is doing. And I mean, it's easier said than done, but I definitely think that a lot of people have to try to, I don't know, just don't be stagnant. Just don't stay in a place where it's like, okay, I make $10 an hour and I'm good. Like, no, you want to live in a nice place. You want to have nice things, and it's not going to happen tomorrow per se, but you need to work towards those things, because it's not fair if the woman is putting in more than a man, or the man is putting in more than the woman. At some point it becomes burnt out, because the same way she might be giving everything, he might be giving everything too. So you just need to find that happy medium where you guys are comfortable,